on, guys? Sid's World back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be breaking down why Black Ops 4 is not worth the 60 bucks, or why it is a bad game. Now, this is a completely my opinion slash also really good reasons as why you should not pick it up. Now, if you're not going to be able to handle this and you don't want to hear somebody be negative, this entire video is to showcase the bad things about Black Ops 4. So please don't comment in the comment section below and just tell me how I'm a prick and I'm whining, because the next video I'm releasing on the day after this one is going to be showcasing on why Black Ops 4 is a good game. Now, I do think this game is okay. I don't think it's the best Call of Duty that we've had in a long time, but there is definitely some problems, as you will have with any game that you release ever. You can't have a perfect game no matter how hard you try. A lot of big games like Fortnite, Destiny, there's a lot of problems with the game, even though it's a AAA title, or Fortnite's really a AAA title, but you know what I mean. Even though, no matter how many resources you have, it's just, there's no way you can get around bad things. And now, if you guys are like, you hear in this video, you're like, oh, well, MerkMusic did this. Yes, this is, I took a lot of inspiration from MerkMusic's why Black Ops 3 is a bad video, and why Black Ops 3 is a bad video. Why Black Ops 3 is a bad game slash a good game. And now he showcases the bad and the good things, and why he loves the game and why he hated the game. And this is what I wanted to do with this game, because I haven't really seen anybody, do too many videos on everything that is bad and everything that is good. So, to get started, we're going to talk about specialists. Now, I talk a lot about specialists here on this. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. But, sorry. I talk a lot about how specialists are trash. And a lot of them are fucking stupid. Like, Ajax is getting better. The only one complaint I have is you can't shoot through his shield. Even with FMJ2, you just should be able to shoot through the shield. That's a quick, easy fix, and it would make the game a lot better. Like, a shield that you can't shoot through, but they can shoot through, makes no sense at all. You can't even shoot their feet because it covers their entire body. And they also have, the 9-bang was a lot worse, but now it's in a better state. So we're going to move on from that specialist. And the next one I want to talk about is Nomad. Nomad, I fucking hate those stupid trip mine grenades. There's literally no way to get around it. I feel like if you use Engineer or something, there should be a delay, like what the Claymore did with SitRep Pro, and I just feel like that would make it a lot better. Now, it is easy to, if you see them on your way in, like if you go around and you'll see them, it's very easy to see them. But if you just run through a door, there's nothing you can do. You're just dead if there's two on the door. And also the dog. Now, the dog isn't that broken. I feel like it should one-hit kill. Like I said that it shouldn't, but honestly I think it should, because if it didn't, it'd be kind of worthless, honestly. But all they would have to do is make it so it has a lot less health, because they did reduce it by 10%, but that is still not enough. It needs to have a half of what it has, maybe a little bit more than a half, or like what I meant by that is more than half of its health taken away is bad. So it should have either less than a half of its health taken away or half. Was kind of a bad explanation, but you know what I mean. Other specialists I want to talk about. This one I feel like should just get taken completely out of the game, because there's no fix that I can see with it other than the fact that you should completely cut out the health, and that is Torque. Now, Torque has barbed wire and a suppression shield. Now, if you don't know what a suppression shield is, basically you put it down and it suppresses your enemies. Now, that's a stupid fucking idea, and so is the barbed wire. It's just a camping mechanism right there. They're just trying to get people, like the casual trash cans, just camp. That's literally all they're trying to do, is make it easier to camp. Now, easy fix again. A lot of these things are easy fixes, and I'd say that they should take it out of the game, but honestly they shouldn't. I'm just being over dramatic. But yeah, they should just make it so it has a shit ton less health, because it takes around 2 to 3 clips of a gun just to shoot through it, and if you have FMJ, it still isn't that much. Now, you can't use a rocket launcher on both, and I think the shield takes around 4 or 5 rockets to kill it, and for the barbed wire I think it takes like 2 or 3. Not 100% sure, because I don't run around with a rocket launcher. Now, that's all for specialists. A lot of the other specialists are pretty balanced in my opinion. Honestly, I wish that they would just stop doing this specialist shit, but honestly they're not going to take out specialists, because they built this entire game around that special thing. And that's okay. It's okay if you want to do different stuff. Just make it so it's not stupid broken. And if you don't have that specialist, you're going to be at a disadvantage. But that's it for the specialists. I'm done talking about specialists, guys. I'm going to try not to bring it up in any more videos unless it gets a little out of hand. Now, I want to talk about a little bit about gun variety. Now, I don't really know what they would have to do to fix this, because I'm not a developer. I don't know exactly what you have to do, but I do know that there are some guns that are a little bit more potent, you want to say, in like the game. There's one gun that I had in mind, but the Titan was fixed. Now, the Titan was a very, very strong weapon. It still is a very, very good weapon, but now it's a lot less strong, and it's a lot more balanced, in my opinion. Now, I play a lot of hardcore, so I'm not the best at talking about how one gun is good and one gun is bad, but I'm going to try my best. Even when I did play in core, I noticed that there was a couple guns, and by a couple I mean about 3 or 4 that people use. The Maddox, the Vapor, the ICR, and I think the SOG. The SOG didn't come up as much, but it definitely did come up. Now, I don't really know what to do about that. I just think that they should, you know, work harder on patching guns that need to be patched, and, you know, listening to the community, because there are definitely some guns that are too broken. Now, there's a lot less guns that were broken, like the ABR. If you played the beta, the ABR was the most broken gun ever. Like, I don't think there was ever a more broken gun other than maybe the Proteus from Infinite Warfare, how you could no-scope people from across the map in hardcore. That was kind of stupid. But this gun was so broken. It was like the M16 in COD 4, but better. It was faster, and it had more ammo. It was fucking nuts. But then, of course, I knew that they were going to nerf it. I still unlocked it. I don't know why I wasted my perma unlock token day 1, because I knew they were going to nerf it. Like, there's no way that they didn't nerf it. But that's all I have to say about weapons, because there's not too many problems with the weapons. There are a lot of weapons that are very good, actually, and very viable. But there are some guns that are just not viable, like the RK7 Garrison. If you're in hardcore, like I am, pretty much every gun's viable, other than sniper rifles. You probably don't want to snipe in hardcore, unless you're using the SDM, but still. A lot of guns are very viable, but in core, it's very hard to use certain weapons, just because they're not as good as the other ones. Now, there's a big problem. I want to talk about blue screens. Now, blue screens happen so much. I've never had so many blue screens in a Call of Duty game in my entire life, and I've been playing since Call of Duty 2. I said that kind of weird, but you know, I'm just being stupid. But I've been playing since Call of Duty 2, back when I was 6 years old. So I have a lot of passion for this game, and I also fucking hate when I lag off. Or I don't know if it's lag, but you know what I mean. When your game just completely shuts down for no fucking reason at all, and they don't tell you why. They don't tell you why it happened. Back in, like, I think about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I was just chilling by myself, and I had 3 blue screens in one day of playing for maybe 3 hours. Now, that's stupid. Now, they did fix a lot of the blue screen problems with zombies, as you can see with their very, very, very many zombie updates in all of their patch notes, which is good. But I haven't had any problems with zombies, honestly. I haven't blue screen not one time, but I haven't really been grinding zombies like NoahJ456 and other big zombie YouTubers. That's the only one I know that grinds the game a lot. I mean, not to say that everybody else that's in the zombie community doesn't grind. I'm saying that he's the only one I watch. So I don't know what other YouTubers are doing, you know? And I don't know what to do about that. I just feel like they need to fix that. And whatever they have to do, do it. Because there's a lot of problems with blue screens. I've had it happen a bunch of times. That's why I stopped streaming this game. Is because every time I try to stream, I got blue screens. And even when I'm not streaming, I get blue screens. I just hope they fix it. And the next problem I want to go into is LMG no-scoping accuracy. And yes, that's another point. If you've used LMGs before they were nerfed, a bunch of them, like the only one that I really had a problem with was the VKM had a bad, you know, without laser sight. I'm talking, obviously. With laser sight, all these guns don't really have a problem with no-scoping, unless you're the Titan that doesn't have laser sight. At least I don't think it has laser sight. I believe it doesn't. But yeah, they made it so no scoping was a lot less easier to hit with your thing, and if you get caught up really fast, you're probably gonna die because you can't no scope, because it's just not it's not gonna happen. Like, I missed so many point blank shots with my Titan because I was 9-bang, because you can't aim in a 9-bang. That's another thing they should do with the 9-bang. You should be able to fucking aim. Come on. You can't crouch, you can't fucking aim, you can't barely move. Like, to either make it so you can crouch or prone, because at least then I have a chance of living, because I'm usually in a corner anyways. When I get 9-bangs, I run into a corner. But I can't fucking prone, so they're gonna see me instantly. So there's nothing you can do. Like, you just die unless your friend saves you, and even then, if your friend's close to you, you're fucking dead too, because you can't see. Like, just please make it so you can prone. I know I said I was done talking about specialists, but this is kind of a counterpoint. And I don't know what the only gun that I really need them to fix is the Titan, because it has no laser sight. I think the other two do. I know the Hades does, but the Hades already has a really good no scope accuracy. I just feel like the Titan needs a little bit better, just because it's all over the place with the crosshair. And the next one I want to get into is Prestige Master ranks out showing. Now, I'm not Prestige Master. I am, I think, 4th. Yeah, I just hit 4th yesterday, and I'm like 4th, 15, 16, 17. I don't know, but I have noticed a lot. I've watched a lot of streamers. I watched like Korean. I watched this my one friend that is a Prestige Master. I've watched Doom Clan from their entire race to Master Prestige, and as soon as they hit Master Prestige, they noticed that the rank was kind of fucked up. Now they're level 1000 right now. I don't know if it shows up now, but when you were in game before, it would not show up. It would just be like, and the XP is broken too, and that's for zombies and multiplayer. Now you won't, if you're, I don't know if they fixed it, because I'm on a Master Prestige obviously, but I'm guessing they haven't, because I haven't heard anything about it. But hopefully they do fix it, because I would like to, when I hit Master Prestige, know how much XP before I'm leveling up. I mean, it's the same every level, but at least, you know, when I back out, I'm gonna like, oh, I know I need 15,000 more XP. Oh, let's go do this challenge or whatever, you know. And this is another point I wanted to talk about, but I don't know if it was a very good point in the video, because it's not really a point. It's more of my problem. I don't know what the fuck happened. If I got banned, I don't know why, because all my emblem was my Twitch. It said my YT in Twitch, YT/Twitch Sid's World. That's literally all it was, and I don't know if I got banned for that, because someone must have made it so they were like, you know, reporting me for having an offensive emblem, I think is what it is. But it's not really offensive, and now I can't use that or Paint Shop. I can't even apply an emblem, so I'm just stuck with my base emblem. I don't know what happened with that, because it says user content disabled, which I think means I'm fucking banned for no reason, when they didn't tell me at all, which happened in Black Ops 3 to me. I don't fucking know why. I don't make, you know, obscene, you know, titties and vagina all over my fucking Call of Duty page. You know, it's just my YouTube and Twitch. I don't know what the fuck the problem was with that. But that's not really a point of why the game's bad. I just don't know why that happened. And the last point I want to go ahead and talk about is a big reason why I always buy Call of Duty, and I have done this every single year except for in Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare. And even Infinite Warfare, I did play it, and that is campaign. I've played every single campaign you can imagine. I played even Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare after but I just didn't play it from day one. And I played every single campaign, and I loved every single one of them. Advanced Warfare, Ghost, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3, World at War, fucking name it, and I will love it. I love campaign, I love the stories, and I loved it. But I don't know why they fucking took it out. I feel like they knew, like, this game was pushed out so fast that I feel like they just didn't have enough time. I don't think that they said it was, oh, it's because it's too outlandish, and it was too, you know, like, I guess, not realistic or something. I don't fucking know. But all I know is that they don't have any campaign. Why? Why is there no campaign? Ever since Call of Duty came out, when the first Call of Duty came out, there was no fucking multiplayer. It was just campaign. So why would you take your core gameplay and just take it out for no fucking reason at all? Like, I'd rather there be a shit campaign than no campaign, because I feel like I'm just paying for mini games. Because there's only 3 things to do in this game. There's no campaign, so there's pretty much just zombies, Blackout, which I fucking hate. I don't like Blackout, but not because it's a bad game mode. It's okay. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like Battle Royale games. Even Fortnite was kind of pushing it. I didn't really like that game that much. I did like it early on when I didn't have anything to play. So that was kind of, you know, it kind of helped me, you know, have something to do. But other than that, it was, Fortnite's not really that good of a game anymore. And that's because I don't like Battle Royale games. It's not fun. Like H1Z, I played H1Z1, I played PUBG, and I played Fortnite, and I also played Minecraft survival shit. But that's not really the same thing. But yeah, I just don't like Battle Royale games. And then there's just multiplayer. Like, there's no, you know, story. There's nothing like, oh, I know that character from the campaign, or this map was in the campaign too. Oh Oh, wow. Like, there's nothing, that's not in it, you know? There's no such thing. I don't know why they took it out. If they didn't push this game out so fast, they would have had time to fucking do it. They had to release it 1 month early for no reason at all. I guarantee you, most of the COD community, especially the YouTubers, which is the ones you should be focusing on, because they're the ones that are advertising your game. I mean, not saying they should focus on both, but you know what I mean, like, prioritize advertisement. You know, obviously they care about money, but when it comes to their game, they just don't give a shit. Like, they'd rather push out a shit game than actually put out a good game. And I guarantee you, the community and the YouTube community would both heavily support you. I'd rather them push back the game an entire year before releasing it. I'd rather wait every 2 years for a Call of Duty, because I can withstand that. There's other games to play as long as the game is good. Because Black Ops 3 lasted about 3 years. Not for everyone, obviously. A lot of other people moved on to World War II and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Remastered, but not really many people, you know, went from Infinite Warfare. Like, Infinite Warfare's friend, like, I guess that's the reason why they took off how many people you can see, because they took it off around Advanced Warfare, and that was when I think they knew they were going to lose a bunch of fucking people. Because Ghost had pretty good numbers, honestly, when it was out. But then Advanced Warfare came out, and that's when Call of Duty kind of started dying. And that's probably why they didn't have, you know, players online for Infinite Warfare, is because they knew the game was going to suck. They knew it was going to be, I don't know if they knew it was going to suck, but they knew that they didn't want to show that there's only 300 people online, which is an understatement, but you know what I mean. I just wish that they would focus on making the game good, instead of focusing on how much money can I make today and what can I push out in the supply drops to make it that way. If they released a game every 2 years from a different developer, I guarantee you the games would be a lot better. Like, I guarantee it. People would fucking love it. Very sorry about that, guys. My brother was knocking out the audience, but I'm sure that a lot of audience members would stay around a lot longer, and a lot more would come back if they noticed that, like, oh, you actually care about the game now. Because, you know, they've been releasing Call of Duties every year for a while now, which is okay. But back then, the games actually mattered. And the games actually, they were more worried about, ever since supply drops came out, that's when the game started dying. Because they were more focused on getting the most money that they possibly could, then, you know, it's all Activision. Treyarch, I'm not saying that Treyarch or Infinity Ward don't give a shit about their game. I'm saying that Activision doesn't, because Activision clearly does not give a shit about any game they release anymore. They don't give a shit. And if you want, I believe Activision made Battlefront 2. I'm not 100% sure, but if you don't think that they don't care, then if they did make that game, go look at that game. Go look at reasons why that game sucked. Because not only was it a bad game, but it had horrible microtransactions. microtransactions. Very hard to say when you've been talking for over 20 minutes. But thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Check out hit that subscribe button in the description below. Turn on the notifications. You get notified every time a video goes live. Follow my Twitter in the description below as well, and you get notified every time I go live on Twitch and every time my videos go live. And you can check out my Twitch in the description below. And I'm trying to stream every other day. And thank you guys for watching the video. I really appreciate it.